Hi guys, and thanks for watching Food with Lynn. In this episode I want to show you a thing I got. It's the Weber Go Anywhere Grill, and today I'm going to be cooking some chicken. Not in this video, and I'll leave a link to the video down below, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to point out exactly how I packed this and just how I set it up and everything. I really like this grill. I also have a gas grill on the back of my boat, but the heat index is about 104 degrees today. So I'm cooking on my buddy's beautiful houseboat, Joe's boat. He does upholstery here in Colonial Beach. The boat is called So What, and it's Southern Upholstery, and he's been gracious enough to give me use of his front deck, which is shaded off of this 104 degree heat index today. So I'm going to go ahead and cook up some chicken here. But let me show you exactly how I set up my grill and what's in it. Alright, for starters, when you first get your grill, it's going to be all boxed up, and then you put it together, and then you can pretty much hinge it down like this. But what I do is after I get done cooking, I go ahead and get this grill ready for the next cook. And then all I have to do is open up and let the legs fall into place and then snap them together with a little snap that is provided here. It'll take me just a second. Mine's a little tight. And then once you've got that snapped, it's not going anywhere. It's pretty stable. So let's take the lid off and see how I pack mine. Now first I start out with some wood chips. Well, I don't start that way. Let me go all the way to the bottom here. First thing I do after I've cleaned my grill from the last use is I go ahead and load some charcoal in it. I mean, if you've got this in your trunk, you got it all loaded up and ready to go, there's absolutely no excuse when you run into a great opportunity to grill. I know the use of chimneys is real big deal. I use charcoal lighter fluid because this is a portable grill and I want it to be as portable as possible, and everything fits in exactly the way I do it. I also bring a spatula. I bring a lighter. You don't have to if you have a lighter. I also bring a brush so that I can clean up, and I throw some wood chips in there that I can use during my cooking method here. Now you could also throw a small bottle of water, but I usually find that I have that on hand. So what I'm going to do, and I use just a little Ziploc bag, I'm going to open this up and get some water that I have here, and I'm going to get these soaking so that they can go ahead and get a good start on my meal. And this is what's nice about a small quantity of these in a Ziploc bag. You can just go ahead and add your water, close it back up, and just let it sit for about a half an hour. And in that half an hour it should soak up real good. So I'm going to put this on the deck where it can drain so I don't get my charcoal wet in case there's anything going on with the bag. I'm going to let these soak for just a few minutes, and I'll get back with you probably in about a half an hour. And in the meantime, I'll get my chicken ready. There's going to be a link in the description down below for this chicken that I'm going to do, which is going to turn out really awesome on this grill. So be right back. Okay, as you can see, my charcoal is all ashed over and white, and the meal I'm cooking is going to be a low and slow type deal. Not real low and slow, but you know, it's going to take a while. So I'm just going to rearrange my charcoal a little bit so that my grill top will fit. I'm not going to cook on that side right now. I'm just going to cook on the other side using the indirect heat method. So I just drop that into place and I'm good to go. Did forget to put my chips on there. So anyway, I've been soaking these wood chips. Probably got about a good 20 minutes to a half an hour on them now. And they're very thin, so all I have to do really is just drain them off and get them on there. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start my chicken video, and I will link to that in the description down below, and I'll get back here at cleanup time. Now as for the Weber grill, I would say, you know, if you're going to feed a lot of people, you definitely want to get a bigger grill. And Weber's one of the better ones. I'm not paid by them. I don't really care one way or the other. Although I might leave an Amazon link in the description. I got this one on sale. It was a warehouse deal. And how that works is they're normally $49.99 or whatever. And apparently they have warehouse deals where they call them used. And as used as this supposedly was, this is how used it was. It looked like they had put a label on the box and the label had been taken off and they put another label on the box. I mean, it didn't even look like it was open. It had most definitely never been used. And you know, I'm really happy with it. Saved $10, 20% or something like that. So if you're going to get it and you can get it on sale, I would get this. It's given me great results. Plus, I can have it preloaded and ready to go, and it takes up very, very little space. I mean, you see my hand and how much it takes up. But the downside to that is you can't cook for a large crowd. You're just not going to do it. You know, if you're cooking for a couple of people, that's great. You could cook for a little bit more. If you're using completely direct heat, you can fill the whole top. I use a lot of indirect heat because I cook a lot of chicken and things that take a little longer to cook. So the indirect heat, you're only going to, remember, you're only going to get half of the space out of it. So other than that, I think it's an awesome grill. I'm glad I got it. Just today I ended up getting a marine grade magma gas grill for the back of my boat, and this was between the time I got this chicken and now, and I've got that grill mounted and I've tried it out and checked it out and everything, and I still ended up doing what I'm doing on this charcoal grill. So it's just a matter of preference. And then, you know, once again, for like $10 more, they have the same model in propane gas if you feel like dealing with propane gas. I think charcoal is the way to go unless you only have, you know, 20 minutes to do what it is you're going to do. Then, you know, if that's the case, go for gas. Or if, you know, you have other reasons to use gas, that's fine. I like charcoal because you know how much you have left. And that being said, this is your Weber grill, Weber Go Anywhere charcoal grill, and as you can see, we're getting excellent results from this right now, and this is going to be really awesome here in about 5-10 minutes. I'm going to flip it over and then I'm going to put it back on the slow side. But yeah, there you go. Basic barbecued chicken, and it's going to turn out great, and it's not going to be raw in the middle and burn on the outside. Alright, so at this point of the game, we're pretty much done cooking. I've done an indirect chicken here, and I've got kind of a mess going on here. A little grease on the bottom. I've got some coals that are still hot. And at this point you have a few options. One is if you have a safe place to dump your charcoal, you can dump your charcoal. My option right now is I have a safe place to let this burn out, so I'm just going to let it burn out right here where it's at. The other option is involves water. Now, I know one guy in particular who dunks his in the water. We're out here on a boat and all that. But I have the time to let this burn out, so I'm just going to go ahead and let it burn out. And when it does, I'll just take everything out and clean it. I'll mop the floor out real good, and I'll just set up my charcoal for my very next cook. And it's very easy and convenient, and it's a small grill. Once again, you're not going to feed, you know, a bunch of people with it. You're going to feed a few. But you can take it with you anywhere. It folds together really nicely. And you know, the only real issue I can see is dealing with it at the end, which of course if you do buy the gas model, that'll cool off a lot quicker, things of that nature. I do like the charcoal model, and I like the way it cooks. And just got done making chicken, and you can look at my barbecued chicken recipe. Not so much a recipe, just a grilled barbecued chicken, and I'll leave a link in the description. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please comment, rate, subscribe. I'll also I might leave a link to Amazon, but if I don't, just look up Weber Go Anywhere Grill on Amazon, or you can look for it in you know, most better hardware stores and stuff like that. It's a really good grill, and I think I'm going to be making a lot of videos on this. But thank you very much for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll catch you in another video.